We're going to look at the Carlisles brand new restaurant in the Noncery. It's situated in Welsh Road, Carlisle. Some lovely images there. Chef looks like a walloper. Right, let's go in and see what people have got to say about it. An average of 1.8 stars out of 5. The first one is from Key Concrete 007. Shocking, went there with my children. The only items on the menu were bacon and diet chips. Whilst I was using the toilet, the owner's son, Mr. Beggy, sat 11-year-old daughter on his knee and left a message to her friends on her phone. The response from the owner: he told me he did that video in a car and he never lies. Make sure to buy a coffee. Next one from Ricky Spandex. It said, I was taken aback that the owner stripped me naked to check I wasn't carrying any stones before I was allowed entry. Didn't have the pot noodle flavour I wanted, so went for chicken and bacon crispy pancakes with diet chips. There was a strange smell coming from the box room next to the toilet. The owner responded, did you enjoy the special secret sauce the chef makes? He makes it in his bedroom, so we don't know what's in it. Make sure to buy a coffee. Calum Westthorpe gave it a wonderful 5-star review. Waited 3 hours for a coffee. The chef clearly has trouble opening packets or something. Aside from that, I found the grapes and bacon to be delicious. Adam Kane said, had Babs on toast. It seemed a little coerced and frightened, but overall not bad. And someone followed me to the toilet and banged loudly on the door, which frightened me. Yelled, do you want a truck or something? I saw the chef stabbing a piece of steak, muttering Danny Christie over and over. I was left confused whether I was eating at a Texas Chainsaw Massacre themed restaurant or this was a family with the real deal. Thanatos said, was brought a plate of chewed up phlegm, never again. Cole Johnson said, took the missus and the kids here, thought it was strange they were only talking to the kids, only Haribo on the menu, only Gary Glitter playing on repeat. Looked out the window and saw their son who lives with them sniffing a disability scooter seat. Strange bunch. Scott Chegg said, terrible service. There was a man shouting trolls and these people from an upstairs room. Ordered the diet chips, basically not edible, stinking. The Daily Decker special was a knuckle sandwich with the side of an uppercut called the governor dish. Tasted more like dog food. Windows were smashed while we were eating. Do not recommend. Mark Shaw said, visit the Noncery last Christmas. It found it very strange that Babs and Diet Chips were calling their son the Radiator. So I asked Diet Chips why, and he explained that his son always has his mother's knickers on. Mark Johnson said, shocking food. Heggie Sr. tried to kidnap us all on his old banger and send us off to the Philippines. Unbelievable. As we ran off, he screamed donate to the GoFundMe. Hugh Jardin said, dining area very small, felt like it was previously used for storage. Wasn't keen in the coffee. The sugar packets tasted very funny and must have been a cheap brand, Rivertroll. It left my missus with a bad head. Diet chips were undercooked, but all they had on the menu as alternatives were bacon. Chef kept asking me to give him a tip and a donation. Won't be coming back. Rob Yude visited here with my family. Think we turned up on fancy dress day as the owner Des was dressed as a dinosaur with little T-Rex arms. Food was awful, only diet chips available. Would not revisit. He had a ladyboy working in the back and a lot of snorting noises could be heard from the seating area. Casey Lunt said, went there with my mate Scotty G before his title defending fight for a brew. Scotty obviously drove the Merc and at arrival I was told he knew the owner and a coffee would be free. Was greeted by an angry Shrek looking character shouting, you're not Danny Christie, chucking extremely smelly and damp vests at us. At this point, some bloke called Joe arrived looking to flog his micro for 40 quid and an argument erupted between the owner and Joe about some pills, etc. I don't think it's a real cafe and Scotty G might be lying. Scott Simpson said, very strange in this establishment, all they spoke about was acros. Chris 0151, Decca promised me that Jim will fix it, but nothing got fixed, only broken. Dale Price gave a shining 5-star review. Owner turned up with a car full of kidnapped children to cover a busy workload. 300 strong door firm, mainly made up of Yorkshiremen, ensured for a busy but safe environment for patrons. Was informed that cultural eating habits involve piling a gob full of rice onto a fork and forcing it in. dropping food from fork and mouth to vest and burping and spluttering whilst eating, which I found strange and a completely new kind of eating experience to what I'm used to. Food was grilled, atmosphere was aggressive. All in all, was a once in a lifetime experience and worthwhile to see a new way of running a food establishment. I award a rating of 3 sleeping pills out of 5. J Cash said I'll never be back. I wanted a coffee. He charged my card £30. Something about bringing Choo Choo home. Michael Jackson gave another shining 5-star review. Decca fixed it for me, 100%. Fanny Schmeller. I heard this place was famous for its grapes, but I was disappointed when they said the grapus was on holiday, so we settled for one of Babs's big buckets, which stank of fish, and we all had smelly fingers when we left. The chef's uniform of string vest and Y-fronts was also very off-putting. The only consolation was the dessert Nana Heggie's bingo pie, which was delicious. And another further 1-star reviews. I don't know about you, but I'll not be eating here anytime soon. Sorry, little Des.